Dylan Black, a very impressive individual, joins us right now. He's going to be headed down to the L. Ron Hubbard Achievement Awards in April, and that happens in Hollywood, California. Very cool. Joining us right now, John Haas is with us. The winner, you're a winner of the Writers of the Future contest.
Yes.
Good to have you here.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
Can I ask you what your work is all about? For the most part, you put out short stories.
Yes. I've been working on mostly short stories, horror, fantasy, science fiction, a couple of mysteries here and there. I have branched over into novels recently, so I've just completed my third one.
Okay.
And that's with my publisher, Renaissance Press,
Yeah.
and waiting to come out in paper form.
Okay, so now this that you've been selected for, it's a short story.
Yes.
And it's called Damned Voyage.
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell us what Damned Voyage is all about?
Yeah, it's a story about a kindly old man who's not as kindly as he seems. He is trying to prevent the end of all things and these Lovecraftian monsters from coming back, and to do so, he'll do anything that he has to do to prevent it from happening.
All right, sounds like a pretty angry type fella.
Yeah, he comes off as being a kindly old grandfather type, but
look out.
He's got an edge.
Okay, so you have been chosen then.
Yes.
For this amazing. Now, what exactly have you been chosen for? You're going down to Hollywood,
Right.
but you're going to be published.
Right. We are going to, all the winners will be published in the 35th version, 35th volume of the Writers of the Future, which is coming out in April, and it's the 35th anniversary. It's an annual event, and I'll be published in that book along with the other winners.
That's super exciting, and there we have it. I mean, that's the cover right there.
I love that cover.
That looks futuristic for sure.
Yeah.
Now, a beautiful animation illustration right there. You don't quite know. Somebody has been paired with you to illustrate, and you don't know yet.
Correct.
Who's done it, and you haven't seen any illustrations
Correct.
for Damned Voyage.
There's a Writers of the Future, and then there's an Illustrators of the Future, and everybody wins, and then they get paired up with the illustrators get paired up with one of the writers, and are given the story which they make some artwork about. And I haven't seen it. I don't know the person's style, and I'm very excited to find out what
Nervous
that's about.
a bit about that? Because this is one of your creations, your baby, right?
Yeah,
so you never know what the
is true.
illustrations will look like.
It is true.
How did you find out about this?
I believe I found it online originally. I've been...
Well, how did you find out that you won?
That I won.
Yeah.
Sorry. I got a call from Joni at Writers of the Future saying that I was one of the finalists, one of the top, I believe, 12, and that I would find out within a week, and then I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and then she called me back to say that I was third place.
Now, you know, last year we had somebody from Ottawa as well.
Yes,
Natalka?
Yes, Natalka. I met her actually, and when she found out that I won, she reached out to me, and we went to lunch.
Okay, so did she tell you how the day is going to progress, how it's all going to go down?
A little bit. She just was telling me that it's very time intensive, so there's a lot going on in a short period of time, and to enjoy it while I can. One bit of advice she gave me was to not be shy about going up to these established writers who are there and introducing myself and picking their brains.
Definitely huge opportunity, networking opportunity as well.
Yes, very, very huge. There's Orson Scott Card and Larry Niven are both going to be there, and I've read their work, and to actually be in the same room as them is surreal.
Not to mention you're going down to Hollywood.
Yes, that's pretty cool too. I've never been to California before, so...
That is super cool. Now, not only are you being published, but
Yes.
what other perks are going to be coming your way through this?
Well, there's paycheck, of course, with publication. You get paid so much per word, but the big thing for myself is just the getting my name out there, getting some recognition, other publishers knowing who I am, and maybe when I submit to them seeing my name and going, oh yeah, I know that guy, I read that story by him. So it gets me a step closer to being a full-time writer.
Now, it's not the first time that you've been a part of this, because you have received some honorable mentions in the past?
That's correct. I received 2 honorable mentions and 1 silver honorable mention, which means that I got into the final, say, 100 or so.
So it was about time they chose you.
I think so. I've been submitting since 2013, I believe.
Yeah. So what makes a great short story? Because obviously you've been chosen, so you know what you're doing. I mean,
I hope so.
What is it about short stories that really popped people?
I think it's got to grab you from the beginning, in my opinion. So from that first couple of paragraphs, it's got to grab your attention and it's got to pull you in. If it doesn't, there's a tendency for people to read the first page or so and go meh and move on to the next one. Especially when you're in a collection, they'll be like, oh, let's go on to the next story. But if you're grabbing people from the beginning, then they keep going and they keep turning the page. And that's what I want.
Well, we look forward to much more, including The Wayward Spider that's coming out real soon.
Yes, that should be out within the next couple months.
Looking forward to it. Thank you very much, John, for being here today. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Have fun in Hollywood.
Yes, I'll come back. I'll bring some sunshine.
We'd love that. Much more Daytime coming up in moments.